Given to a member of the rowing community in the United States who has rendered conspicuous service to or accomplished extraordinary feats in rowing, the U.S. Rowing Medal of Honor is the highest honor U.S. Rowing can bestow. The 2018 recipient is David A. Grant. For more than 50 years, Grant composed a life and career as a renowned collegiate rowing coach, turning Orange Coast College Crew, a 2-year community college in California, into a regional and national powerhouse. Competing against 4-year colleges and universities, he coached crews to 11 national titles, with the Pirates winning over 80% of their races during his coaching tenure. Grant's coaching experience includes taking his collegiate crews to the Henley Royal Regatta 11 times and to the People's Republic of China, where OCC became the first American crew to ever visit and compete. Grant also served as a member of the U.S. coaching staff for rowing at the 1984 Olympic Games. In addition to coaching, Grant was a successful professor, associate dean of students, and dean of students for several years before becoming the OCC's 5th president on July 1st, 1990, a position he held until January of 1996. Led by the powerful all-in mentality he has brought forward over the past 50-plus years, Grant has expanded access to the life-changing experience of rowing for many. Congratulations, David A. Grant, the 2018 Medal of Honor recipient.
Thank you. Thank you. This is very over the top for a Californian, I'll tell you. Thank you, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. Some of you may remember the remark made by President John Kennedy when he was asked by a 10-year-old, "How did you become a hero?" To which Kennedy responded, "It was completely involuntary. They sank my boat." Well, my introduction to rowing was essentially also involuntary. In my interview for my very first job after college was for college teaching at Orange Coast. And the then college president, as I left his office, said to me, "Our college crew program is a mess." Well, he was a Mormon and the college crew coach was a drunk. So he said, "Straighten it out." And I think I said something like, "Really, Dr. Peterson, I don't really know much about rowing." To which he said, dismissively, "I'm sure you'll figure it out." And I probably, honestly, to you all, confess that I probably should have been sued for product liability for my first few years of coaching. But like many of you, I am forever in the debt of friends and fellow coaches who enabled good things to happen. Certainly, I want to pay tribute to a nearly 50-year friendship with Harry Parker, who was key for me. I wrote him, do you remember his picture on the cover of Sports Illustrated? And I saw the picture and I didn't know up from down. And so I wrote to him and said, "I'm a coach in a small college in California. Can I ask you some questions?" And I'm so ignorant that I didn't know Harry was as close-mouthed as he was. And he said, he wrote me back and he said, sure. Sure. In fact, why don't you come to Cambridge and spend a week with Eleanor and me and the kids and live with us and ride in the launch every day? It changed everything for me. So I'm forever indebted, certainly to him. But likewise, I was very, very fortunate to learn and coach with Chris Korzanowski in the '84 games. You know, I'm prejudiced, but I'll tell you that I don't think there's anybody better than Chris. And just being around people, Olympians like Duval Hecht, Con Finley, they were all, for me, tremendous influences, not just understanding technique and rowing, but how to care for oarsmen, how to care for teams, how to care for individuals, for team members. It was a great lesson from all of those guys. And all of them understood that it is a powerful thing to take an interest in other people. And what those guys didn't know about rowing isn't worth knowing, really. And to carry the flag for me just a little further, I'm grateful to Joe Flynn of USRowing, out there, Jim Jorgensen, Steve Morris, and Cam Brown at Orange Coast, who continue to this hour to enrich oarsmen's lives and in turn to enrich all of us in the rowing community. Let me finally say what probably all of us with careers associated in one way or another with rowing, how we feel daily, and that is, weren't we lucky? Oh my goodness, it changed all of our lives, didn't it? So thank you for USRowing, for your kindness and certainly your generosity in making this award happen. I'm appreciative and humbled by it. Thank you very much.